Ta-da!
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Morning to you too.
Hello.
Top of the morning.
Welcome. Hello.
Anyway, moving
Oh,
on.
hi.
Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Wednesday, the 23rd of March. As always, you have me, GD, you have Cajr, you have Doc, and you have Shimmy. How is everybody this week? It's nearly Easter. I've got chocolate Easter eggs. I want them.
I have effigies of the Lord, Saviour, Jesus Christ, hanging on my wall.
Don't bring that religious stuff here
I
on the
have.
day of Easter.
Oh,
chocolate eggs.
Damn it.
Oh. So now I'm
You wouldn't have
religion.
it Easter. You wouldn't have chocolate
Are you
bunnies.
against race and religion?
Race and religion now. That's
No, I'm not. I just, be honest, Easter doesn't need that. It's
I
about
just-
it's about the Easter bunny and chocolate eggs.
But with,
Just because the man's born in the Middle East doesn't mean you can just get rid of him out of our lives. God.
Yeah, we had a very interesting conversation before we started the podcast.
and GD said something he wish he never.
Oh yeah, look, it wasn't.
It's alright, he'll hide back in the sewer later.
Anyway, we're here to talk about video games and that lot, even though there's not been that much news this week. But
Oh, there's news.
yeah, there was news.
I got news.
There was news.
I got news
You've
for
got
you.
news. What news?
Well, go on.
Telltale's Walking Dead Season 3 is going to come out this year.
Yes.
Yes.
They announced. Actually, do you want to start with all the Telltale stuff, because there was quite a few pieces of information coming out of Telltale this week.
Yeah.
Um,
Minecraft Story Mode, getting some add-ons.
Let's start with the Walking Dead first.
For that game.
Going to do 3 add-ons. Don't know why.
How?
Creative mode, make your own.
But it's a story. It's a story-driven game, and it's fucking. How's that? Oh,
Make
Right,
your
yeah,
own story, we
well,
can't be asked.
Okay, let's start with the Minecraft first. They've announced that the final episode of the 5th episode, of the Minecraft story mode is supposed to be coming out at the end of this month. Then they've also announced that, like you said, that this is not the last of it. They've got 3 more episodes that are not included in the season pass that are going to be coming out this year, which will continue with the story with the characters in the story of story mode.
Then why
That
not
will
just
be
save that for
following-
season 2?
Because I think it's supposed to be one-off stories, what I understand from it.
Right.
So like the Michonne story that's happening at the moment. With
What about the
Walking
one?
Dead.
You mean like the 100 days for Walking Dead?
Yeah, a bit like the 100 Days for
A
The Walking
one-off,
Dead.
a one-off thing.
Yeah, but this, I think it's either going to be a 3-parter like Michonne is, or it's going to be 3 separate stories. Which makes sense. I think they just want to continue. I think this will technically be the longest series that Telltale's done. So I think at most it's usually been about 6.
Not really, because you could say Walking Dead, 'cause that's gone over 2 seasons now.
Yeah, but that's 2
Plus
seasons.
a separate thing. But you can't count these add-ons as part of the main story. So it's just one facet with them.
Yeah. Well,
Separate.
it's like, would you count the 100 day? What is it? 400 days or 100 days?
100 days.
100
I think.
days. I thought it was
Days
400.
War, yeah, that was the French and the English.
Might be 400 days, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, I think it's 400 days.
It was something
Yeah.
100 days.
Anyway,
So some-
it was something. Let's move
We're
on.
sat in
They'll say
computers
there
yet again, we
somewhere.
can't Google the fucking title of the game.
Well, you know I can't.
Why?
Because my computer's shit. Still.
Is it
Google will
Turkish?
just crash that son of a bitch. Yeah.
Catch, you
I think that was-
find out.
What's that?
Catch can use his LC and find out.
Yeah,
I'll say,
LC.
He can't, he's too busy
I
playing
think we've sussed out why GD's PC's not working. 'Cause it's Turkish.
Seriously, can we stop with this now? I'm putting an end to this now.
Seriously, you want to say
I
things
know,
like that?
seriously,
You know
stop.
we'll just carry on.
Stop.
We need to keep it PC, and by PC I mean politically correct.
Yes, please.
Not LC.
I'll let you have that
Not
one.
Elsie.
So you admit an LC is completely different to a PC?
No, it's not. All right. Well, before we move on, I'd like to ask
Here we go.
who's watching this, either on the YouTube,
Yeah.
on YouTube, or watching this live on the Wednesday at the moment. Is a laptop classed as a computer? Yes or no? Simply put, say yes or no.
Answers on a postcard, please.
Yes. We know. Us, me, Doc, and Shimmy.
One, two,
no,
three.
it's a PC.
Nobody cares having you.
It's because Cajr doesn't want to
Turkey.
admit that he plays PC a lot because he's like, PC is shit, I love console.
Shit.
And instead of being, PC is shit, we could be like, actually, I do play on once in a while. I do have Steam. I do have 350 games.
Who
I
puts us
actually
all to
quite-
shame.
I actually quite enjoy it. Instead of being, no, I only play games.
I've always
I
said,
can't-
I have always
like
said, there's-
Skyrim.
Majority of my games are games I can't get on console.
Oh, it's changing
Alright,
now. It's majority.
I've always
You
said
can get a
that.
football manager on a console, can't you?
No.
No.
The last one they did was 2008. I actually
Yeah.
do have that somewhere.
You better play that.
Yeah. We're all going to be wiped from his Steam list now.
But
That was the last one on
That was-
console.
What Steam level are you?
2008.
2008.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Something
And you realised,
360.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was shit.
It was shit, and it's better on a PC.
Isn't it all?
No.
Fuck off.
Like Quantum Break or Rise of the Tomb Raider.
What, Batman Arkham Knight?
Give you those ones.
I can shite.
How long's it taken PC to get Need for Speed?
Oh, look, we care about driving games.
It could be worse. They could have been waiting a while for a GTA 5.
Yeah, but come on. what came out of that?
So everything that came out on the consoles by the looks of
Yeah,
things
but it's so much better. Looks so much better.
at the moment.
Listen, what type of bird do you eat at Christmas?
Well, technically mine's classed as a 5-bird.
What birds are in it?
There is chicken, goose, I think pheasant? I don't remember what the other one was.
So, like, all proper English ones.
What was that?
You know what? You don't have gobble gobble on you.
I'm just not saying that because that's what you want me to say.
There's a little sub thing though before we carry on. Cajr mentioned before about his cross play and how it could be cross platform
yeah.
playing, and Gabe Newell has also stated that he is up for it.
What the hell does
That's
he know?
awesome.
He's on PC. It's console v console, not console to PC. We've already got that. That's done and dusted. If you want console to console,
Yeah, but you want the Triforce, don't you?
not
Trifecta
really.
of goodness. You want all three.
Why do we want...
Don't cross the streams.
Why would console players want to play with shit-ass fucking PC players?
I love that.
Especially when they
It's
got 350 games.
You know what?
on Steam,
It's like who has the most time on the PC? Yourself. So you're just the biggest shit ass here. With your fucking tea cake. What do you have on it? Bernard Matthews fucking turkey slices.
Chicken.
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 Just like
What
Genie.
happens, guys, when there's
Chicken
no
because you don't
game-
like turkey.
Sorry, what was that?
What happens when there's no gaming news?
Yeah, we just go on to
We
talking about
descend into
sandwiches.
anarchy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Here's one for
Thank you, please.
GD. Video game set during Iranian Revolution launched on PC April 5th.
All right, please explain.
Nobody
this.
cares.
I know. I thought it'd be quite funny. That's the only thing.
All right, I've got one that might be good. Right, so we know at the moment on Steam you can have you can trade in games for a refund, can't you?
Yes.
I think it's either after 2 weeks or 2 hours of gameplay, whichever comes first.
30 minutes.
Sorry?
30 minutes of gameplay.
No,
innit?
it's 2 hours.
What the
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
Pretty sure it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or we'll have
Oh,
a
I
decent-
think it's two. I think it was 2 hours.
So, anyway, we all thought this is a great idea. What Steam has done here, that they've given this as our opportunity to get our money back with digital games. Okay, to a certain limit. Well, by the sounds of things, Xbox might be following in a way that way as well, but in a kind of different twist.
giving you 10% of the price.
Yeah, now this can be given back at any time by the sounds of things.
Yeah, but 10%.
Yeah. But the question I've got is it they're gonna know when you bought that game? So if I've got, say, a game which was free.
Well, yeah, it's
Are
on
they-
your account, isn't it?
Yeah, but does the transaction? Will it know the transaction, or does it just say, right? If
Yeah,
you bought
yeah,
the
I would
Like
expect
the
it
date-
to
the
know
date
the
of
transaction,
it,
yeah.
They're quite smart like that.
If you got gifted a game,
This is Xbox runabout. Do you
you got
remember the
gifted a
reveal
game,
for the
could you
Xbox
trade that
One?
in for money?
So I think it's mainly because a lot of people have been complaining about that. With retail games, you still have that opportunity to actually trade in the game and pretty much have the money there so that you can buy your next game, right? That is pretty much how the system worked. And now that things seems to be going towards more of a digital look, especially that's what Xbox wants, don't they? They want to have a more you're buying it digitally, you're buying it from us type of thing. Well, I'm trying to have a drink at the same time. Well, by the sounds of things, what they're doing here is giving people the opportunity to say, look, right, I'm not playing this game anymore, or I've completed this game, but I want to go and get myself a new game. So they're saying that, well, at the moment, it's just a survey that came out on NeoGAF that was asking people, would you like this idea? What do you think of this idea? So nothing has been set in stone at the moment. But when there's a survey about it, usually they're thinking about it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a good idea? Looking at a console and PC side, do you think it's a great idea that you could do this and still get at least some money back to buy a new game in future?
Yeah,
I've
done it. I've done it. I've traded them crap games in.
Yeah, but have you done it with digital games?
Do you mean? Yeah.
This is what they're
Done it on Steam.
Yeah, but that's a refund. That's different.
Xbox are going to give you 10% of the worth. So you spend 50 quid on a game, it'll give you a fiver.
Yes.
A game that you've played for a long, long time.
Yeah, you could play them as much as possible by the sounds of things.
It's like it's like this. You take it to something like a game and you trade it in, and they'll give you a price for it. Xbox are going to do that for the digital games. Shut up. Stop listening. Microsoft are going to do that for your digital games, where they'll give you a percentage of whatever you pay for it.
Yes.
10%.
So in other words, like Steam at the moment, you've only got the 2 weeks or 2 hour rule, and then you get all your money back if you don't do it too often. If anything, it's more like a refund of this game is shit. This game's either ripped me off here, and I have my money back for it. Then you would usually say yes. But if you do it too many times, then they will stop you from doing that. With what Xbox is doing, this is like a trading.
Games you've finished and you've stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, this is more like a
Encouraged to
trading
buy
in
more
side.
games. Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So-
fair enough.
So I like the idea because, especially looking at my library of what I've got on my Xbox, there is a bunch of games there. I'm thinking, look, I've completed them. Do I really need them? I'm not going to be playing them anymore. So I've had my enjoyment out of them.
I
Would I do
haven't
this?
digital games anyway. Though I never buy games digital off Xbox because it's a freaking rip-off.
Yeah, but if
It depends. Like if something were on a really good sale, like at Christmas, it depends for me. But you share your Xbox, GD. What happens if you accidentally try and trade in a game which your brother bought?
I think it depends. Then it will be the person who had bought the game. It would make sense. So if you try and you can only trade, I think it will give you a list saying that you can trade this game in or you can't trade this game in.
Yeah, give you like an option saying
Yeah.
like just an extra option and block it.
But-
Yeah, I
but-
think for me though, I think they need to do more than 10%.
You think more than 10%? How much would you
Yeah,
want to see?
you could get more than that for a disc version. The game,
Game.
and even
Yeah,
their
and
prices are crap.
It depends on the age of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they've probably gone 10% because
I
you
think
know they say, "I'll give you half the price." If
If you
a
bought
game
Call of
6
Duty,
years
bloody
ago,
yeah. If you bought Call
Yeah.
of Duty thingy 6 years ago for 50 quid and you're still getting a fiver for it now, like Doc said, but you won't get
saying
fucking
that,
50 for it.
but what if the price? I think it'll depend on the price that they're selling these games as well. So, like, say, we've just got backwards compatible games on the Xbox One. You can buy them on the store now. If
Talk
they're
about
selling,
that in a few
I've not
more
looked at the pricing, but if they're selling them like 20 quid,
Yeah.
Or if as Microsoft used to do, sell full price games for 8 years.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you're only getting a small percentage of their make. If someone's buying that, at like say 40 quid still, for example. I mean, I don't know the pricings. I've not looked at it, so.
But then again, thinking of it, if a game stays full price and they do this option, I think it's better. It will benefit more people who do the trading idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
but
you're
like I
still
say, I
making
think-
most the
Yeah,
top profit
you get
could get from
10%.
it.
You get 10% of what you paid for it.
Yeah, is it 10% that you get what you pay
I
for?
believe,
it,
yeah, not
10%
the
of
price
how
at the
much it
time.
was?
It's 10% of what you paid for it. I'm
So that's
pretty sure, anyway.
Which is still that's good because if you buy a game like when it first comes out, say The Division for cry, that's a best example. I think what was that, 50 quid, 55?
Wouldn't know.
So
Yeah,
they
it's only
say,
£40 on Steam.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I still prefer playing it on console, mate, because it wouldn't.
If that's what you call it, playing.
With them graphics.
Don't you dare start with the graphics
That
and that kind of
720p
crap. Oh,
shit.
shut up!
How many frames per second? How many
Yeah.
frames per second?
20.
Sorry.
Oh, that's unplayable.
Bastards.
What's that? Non-customizable UI? What's that? You can't play it across 3 screens? What's that? Peasant?
You what, mate?
Don't even go down that path.
Go back to Turkey.
Yeah, you screw. Hashtag pay for GD.
So anyway, carry on.
Anyway, sticking with the 10% idea, would you like to see something like that come over to Steam?
Yeah.
Compared to what games
no,
you would probably buy during the sales.
I like my Steam library.
Yeah, but how many how many games in your Steam library have you actually played?
Oh, most of them. Maybe just for a couple of minutes, most of them.
Yeah, I think I haven't played most of mine.
I think it's a nice addition, isn't it? It would be a nice
Yeah.
addition. It's an option.
I don't buy games on Steam to think I can trade them in. At a console, I always take a game and trade them in for Steam credit mainly. That's why I stopped buying games on console because I just get rid of them because I don't really like them.
And then he buys them on PC, the same game.
No, I've never done that.
Have you?
No, if I got rid of
Oh,
the game,
wait, because most of them probably aren't on PC. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Destiny. Destiny's probably the only thing I haven't that I've got on console still.
Apparently Tekken 7s might be coming to PC.
Yeah, there's been rumours about it, hasn't it? That were they asking about it? Would you like to see? Was it Namco who's been asking about? Would you want to see a game like that come over to PC and stuff like that? But then again, no offense, I don't think fighting games have ever actually worked well for PC, have they? There have been games that have been more designed for the console in mind.
Yeah, they always have been. As a button basher, I'm not going to bash my keyboard.
Maybe you can plug in a controller, or you could use the Steam controller.
I can use a Steam controller.
But
I was using mine yesterday.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah,
What do you think?
nice.
Yeah.
Even games that aren't supported on it, you can just use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make it up with the keybinds of the
Yeah.
thingy. And the Steam Link worked absolutely flawlessly.
Oh, you got the Steam Link as well?
Yeah.
Ah, it's fucking great, isn't
you
it?
see, this is what happens when we show things off last week.
I was lying on
Shimmy
the
ends up
couch playing
playing
Broken Sword 2 with my
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, I'm playing a Division with it and stuff like that. It's so good.
It's good. I didn't realise how sensitive the pads were.
This
Good.
Yeah.
it's going to be Cajr next who buys one.
But you can like change that and everything like that. It's great.
It's good. Good. Moving
Good
go on then,
catch.
GD. We'll stop that.
Sorry, let's wake Cajr up.
Stop talking about
Xbox?
Nintendo.
But yeah, like I said, Tekken 7. I still don't understand why they would want to move it over if they would put it onto PC. I'm guessing there is a sort of small market that would want to play those kind of games, but like I said, it's a console. Fighting games have always, in the back of my mind, always been a console thing. I think it's because
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
they
whole
sent
round, don't
controller side.
Yeah,
of
you get
things.
your mates round and then you smashing a controller and then you hit him with it because he beat you. Shit like that.
Don't forget you've got it's other competitors like Street Fighter, Skullgirls,
Yeah.
Schoolgirls.
Mortal Kombat, things like that are all on the PC now. Gods Injustice, Gods Among Us, that's on the PC, so they're all there, they're all on it.
But they've never done that well.
They've never
I think
done
I
well.
think the only one out of that list that has actually done well is probably Schoolgirls, but that's because it was
GD's brought like 20 different fucking versions of it.
I've brought 3.
If you buy 3, you get to unlock naked models, that's why.
No, you don't. but I think that's the only one that's done quite well on PC is because it started out on PC. It was an indie title that grew through the Greenlight project. That seems to just gotten better and better and more popular as it went along. Then they decided. Then it got moved over to consoles, where it's just become more popular because of it as well. But I think it's weird when you've already got a brand that is already done so well for things like, for example, Tekken, which is you've always fought Tekken, you've always fought PlayStation.
Shut up, Boulder.
The thing is, no one can see the chat, but it's on YouTube, so it's just him just saying that to me.
It was on
No
YouTube.
reason why. When this goes up on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah. But it's like, has any of you guys actually played any of the Tekken games for a while? When was
Oh,
the
no,
last?
God, Tekken 2, I think.
Tekken
Tekken
Tag
2.
Tournament, I think it was, or whatever it's called.
Oh,
I think
Tekken
that
2,
was
yeah.
the last one. I think the last one I've got.
PS2 anyway.
PS2.
Tekken 6. But I don't
So
think I
that was
played it much.
probably the last one.
It's the last one.
No, I think there was one after it. I think it was Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I don't know. I kind of enjoy the Tekken series. But they've always been quite popular to a point that they actually had a cross game with
Capcom, right?
with
Capcom.
Yeah, with Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Where we're still waiting for the second part of that if it ever is going to be made. I doubt
Probably
it.
not.
No. But that's what it's been. It's always been Tekken versus Street Fighter. But I've never seen. I don't know where to go with this.
Where are you going with this?
I have
You
no
don't
idea
know. We
where
will
I'm
know.
going. I think with fighting games, they have a great reputation. Like you said, it's a button bashing game, but they're not anywhere near as
disagree.
strong anymore.
I disagree. Did you play what Street Fighter I've got?
Street Fighter is different. They're named
Street Fighter 4. I got Street Fighter 4, and I remember trying to do the freaking learn some of the moves, and the button controls were fucking
You
stupid.
don't learn moves.
You do learn moves when it comes to Street
But
Fighter.
the thing is, you've got with your analog stick, it's like you didn't roll it round. You had to put it right across. Then it goes diagonal. Then it rolls round. It's like, what the fuck?
Quick question,
you can't-
how
you
are
need
we
the
supposed
proper
to go
little
pro if we
knob
don't learn
stick.
moves?
Yeah. That's the thing. And I'm trying to learn it with because I'm getting my ass kicked even on easy. And I'm like, what the fuck? How do you do the fucking move? And it's like, oh no, fuck that.
Like with me, I just love like them kind of games. Like when you go to an arcade
Yeah.
and there's always a fighting machine there. It's just the best way just to blow off a bit of steam. Just bah, 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 bah.
Oh yeah, same.
I think Mortal Kombat had it simplified. They just had like the traditional, like say right down X or something.
Well,
They had it simplified.
Mortal Kombat is always going to be my favourite out of them all anyway.
Mortal Kombat, you stand there, block it, and like,
Yeah. So you get boop, 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 boop. Well, I think
Gore
it
as well.
is-
It's good.
Well, then again, with Mortal Kombat, it seems to always have that balance of, right, you can either be the button basher, or you can learn our moves. It's easy to play, hard to master with Mortal Kombat. Where you've got things like Street Fighter, it says, yeah, you don't know the combos? You're screwed.
yeah.
Yeah, you basically the only thing you can do is basically punch and kick and jump.
And you can't do them effectively. You're just not going to win.
Yeah.
You have to like pick you pick one character as well, and that's just the character that you go down and you master as well. You don't really change characters. People always go the same character over and over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
But Tekken and things like that, especially when you have them, the moments where you pick 8 characters each,
Yeah.
and you have the little fights against each other. That used to be a good one. Me and family used to play, and That was good. It didn't really matter what character you had. You could always do some little moves and have a bit more fun on the Tekken and the Mortal Kombats.
Oh, definitely, yeah. The more like it's a laugh, it's a joke, you know, you just get on with it.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, how do you do this? Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah. All you're doing is crouching up and down, not doing anything.
No,
Yeah.
my most hated one is where you've got in the actual combo list, and it tells you you've got to move down then around. And I always try and do it because you've got to do it fast enough so that it picks it up, and you can never do it. So you sat there thinking, yeah, no, no, I just want to do this stupid little combo. Let me do it. Give me an easy button, just one easy button. That's all I ask for.
That's it.
Never have an easy button. Level 30. Oh, they've already got to level 30. Well done. But
What level are you, GD?
I'm 8 now. We're talking about division, yeah. Well, talking about Tekken itself, it seems that Xbox has been releasing a few more backwards compatible games this week. Starting with what came out today, Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls, of course, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 have become backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So,
Alright.
But
I'm
there's
sure there's another one.
yeah, there's quite a few that's actually come through. There is Pac-Man. What was it? Pac-Man.
Championship edition.
No. Original Pac-Man. The DX one's already been out for quite a while. But they got Pac-Man, Castlevania, and there was something else.
I know Alan Wake came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Alan Wake came out. There was quite a few. Either way, when we was on about a couple of weeks ago, where we said that Xbox was now just releasing backwards compatible games whenever they're ready. I give them the due. They have actually kept to their word, and it just seems that now with Jane. Oh yeah, this has came out. What? Oh yeah, now these ones have come out as well. Oh yeah, do you know that one? Yeah, that's out now.
I'd love to see more of an announcement, maybe sometimes. Maybe on the dashboard, just say new to backwards compatible, newly backwards compatible, and that like find a list on Xbox or something instead of having to go through store and find like. We need that on the Xbox. Microsoft, if you're listening, do that. Give us a list of backwards compatible games.
That's what they had. They had
Yeah, preview program. They had it hidden there.
Well, no. In preview program, they actually had a set time for the backwards compatible games
Oh,
that
yeah,
came
but
out at a certain point. But there is also still on the website that you can go to. It will show you the whole list of games that means
that's going onto your computer, your phone, or whatever you want to use. I'm going to talk about on the Xbox. If I'm on my Xbox, and I just want to thing, yeah, I don't want to know.
Shimmy's messing around in chat again.
Hey, TARDIS Rocks, how you doing?
Hi, how
But,
you doing?
But like I say, if I'm on my Xbox and I hear there's like some new game being backwards compatible, I want to be able to find them very quickly on the Xbox.
Yeah, but my favourite thing is when, especially with this Castlevania one, I just looked in my install list and I noticed it there fucking... Where the hell's this come from?
Yeah, that's my point. You don't know unless you read about it when games become backwards compatible. If I was to go off a couple of weeks without going on the internet, say, and I get some Xbox, I won't know what the fuck's backwards compatible.
Yeah, my most entertaining bit of it is because, like I said, I'm sharing with my brother, doing the sharing of the games. So, in other words, any game that he had purchased on his Xbox 360, if they become backwards compatible, they'll show up in my list as well, and vice versa. So when this Castlevania one came up, I actually contacted him asking, have you bought Castlevania? I didn't know there was a Castlevania game that came out. He said, no, I thought you bought it. And so, in other words, you got these games that are popping up out of nowhere, thinking, who the hell's bought this game? Is it an actual game or is it a demo?
Why would it pop up if you've not got it already installed?
What do you mean pop up if you haven't got it already installed?
You're saying it's popping up like you own it?
If you own it digitally on the 360, it'll pop up and you're ready to install list.
Oh, right.
You've got a list back there that shows you that kind of stuff. But, yeah, so it's kind of weird when these things do happen.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's little presents, in my opinion. presents that you had already bought.
There's just not. We need more of an announcement or something on the dashboard to say there are new backwards compatible games this week. Say new this week or something.
Yeah, just a little thing that scrolls across the top of it.
Yeah.
Because unless you go on the internet or spot it on your phone or something like on Facebook or something, you will not know.
Yeah, but we've got to give Xbox a chance. They are slowly getting things done. It's like they've just now released a new update on the Xbox, which came out today, by the way, which is...
16-person party chat, I've seen that bit. That's just going to be stupid.
Yeah, like I said, 16
Well, you've got
person
16
party chat,
friends.
yeah, which we probably won't use.
Which you can't.
No, the
You
reason why I
can't
say
do
it's
16
stupid...
people in a game.
It
But
depends what
the
game
reason,
is.
the other reason why I say it's stupid is, have you ever been in a party with 8 people in a game?
Oh, God, yes.
And you end up having like three different conversations going on all at once. Everyone's trying to talk over you. Now double that. You know, 16 people in one party is too much. You've got too many voices trying to talk.
How many people do you reckon should be in a party at once then to stop that?
I would say 8
Just
is
himself,
the limit.
that's enough.
Yeah.
I think 8 is the limit.
Yeah,
where you should
8
have
is
it.
the
I
limit
think
because-
16 is definitely too much.
I mean-
I don't know who's asking for 16.
Shit. But yeah, I mean, I remember in the...
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. But in GTA, we end up just taking over a lobby. I mean, there must have been like 12 of us that day. But I remember, say, on Minecraft, where we've had 8 people in a party, and it's just been mayhem because you've got people doing with other people, then like, oh, what are you doing? And then somebody's talking to somebody else about something else that they're doing, and then everyone starts talking over people.
Yeah. Unless they made it something like TeamSpeak, where you have a party, but then you could have different rooms in the party.
But
I
then,
would- I would
what if
love
one
that.
person's not playing that game? What if, like you say, not many games you can have 16 people in the same game with. So that means when, say, 4 people are ready to go to play this game, they're always going to be in TeamSpeak, so they'll
Well,
not
like
might as well
if-
be in a party on their own.
Well, no, well,
It's like
if
they're
you
in a party within a party.
like if you're playing Call of Duty or Rainbow Six, you've got 5 each team, haven't you?
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
seed. So you could have one party chat with all friends, and whoever gets they do the teams randomly, and then all right, we'll jump in the blue team, you jump in the red team, and then they can communicate with each other, and then they can jump back out. But yeah, again, you could do that in game anyway if you was all in the same lobby.
Yeah, you might as well just
The lobby chat.
to do that. You might as well just have your own party anyway.
But then again, like Heavenly's saying there, most games in their game chat already have that feature where they do separate the teams.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in GTA, when...
No, GTA's nope, wrong. How many times have we had to come out to party in GTA when we've been against each other doing the?
No,
the-
not the party chat itself. The game chat I'm on about.
Yeah, but
With the-
we're
with
talking
the-
about party chat.
Yeah, but this is what I'm on about where Shimmy was on about where you could actually separate the groups into teams.
Yeah, it does. Every game does that.
Yeah,
Call of Duty does it.
games already do that. So I
So if
think-
you was 16 people, that would be the limit, or over the limit of a full game, both teams anyway. So there's pointless going into a party chat. You're not going to affect
Well,
anyone
it
else.
also
in the game.
depends on what the game is. For example, like GTA, you can have up to 30 people in a world. So you could have 16 people in a party chat messing around. Which, like I said, there's still no point of having 16 people because it can get really annoying. It's like, the good thing about having game chat and having a lot of people in it, you've got to be quite close to the person to actually hear them, first of all. Now, if you have it in a party chat, you've got all 16 people talking to in your ear at the same time.
Yeah, no matter
You
where they
don't
are.
want that. You'll be muting a lot of people, and they
Yeah.
already are in your party chat. But anyway, talking about the update which has come out today, it's not the only thing that's the 16-person party chat. You can now buy 360 games which are backwards compatible through your Xbox One. So, in other words, at the moment, if you wanted to buy a game which you knew was backwards compatible but you don't own it, you had to go either through an Xbox 360, which, no offense, not many people actually have with
I
them
have.
or have plugged in nowadays.
It's
Or-
plugged in, just not been turned on for a
Yeah,
long time.
exactly. So you don't even know if it's working anymore. Or you had to go through the Xbox website, which is all right because if you had your details information already on your Xbox One, you could still they
Yeah.
were already there anyway. because it's some kind of weird service, I don't know. But now you can go onto your Xbox One. It has its own category where you can actually go and buy these 360 games through that, which I think a lot of people have been asking for since they've brought the backwards compatible in.
it needed to come in because people were probably sick of having to go on. I mean, I've got a friend, he doesn't have a laptop, doesn't have a tablet, doesn't have his 360, he only has his Xbox One, and he's like, oh, I've got to go to the Xbox, try and get it onto the Xbox website somehow, but I don't think he might use his phone, and don't get it downloaded that way.
Yeah,
Does he live in a cave in the Dark Ages, your friend?
No, it's just, all he has is his Xbox One. That's all he has.
Well,
like I say, no tablet, he just got his on his phone.
No, it's not just that. It makes it easier for things like games with gold. Now, we know that games that come out on the 360 are also backwards compatible for the Xbox One. Now, I'm thinking this will now make it easier for people to get those games as well. Which hopefully they will show it and highlight it more. Saying, oh yeah, you know this at the moment, you can get these 3 games. Not, you can get these 2 games. Oh, you want the other game? Yeah, you've got to go this way. Come through the back alley. Come on, you want your 360 game. Here you go,
alley?
Borderlands, now piss off.
You want to take people down the back alley, do you?
No.
But it's like that's their sort of kind of selling point at the moment is their backwards compatibility.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people.
So they should highlight it more. It is not good business sense to say, yeah, we do this, but we're not going to tell you how to get there, how to do this, how to do this.
Oh, they do tell you how to get there. It's just that
eventually
a very complicated way
it should
to
be
get there.
a link to the list and maybe show
That's
in
what I
line
said
where you
earlier.
have it.
That's exactly what I said earlier. We need somewhere on the dashboard a list of games or something.
Well, you can still. I've got a feeling that they will now have that. Now that you can actually buy the games on the Xbox One, I think that they're only going to show the games that are backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Because there's no point of showing the games that aren't backwards compatible because you buy them. Guess what? You can't play it because it's not available backwards compatible at the moment, if ever.
So you don't want to overcrowd the UI as well.
Yeah.
With loads and loads of shit.
That'd be another
Just
complaint.
take away take away the fucking adverts, whatever the fuck. Take away Major Nelson when he was doing his fucking weekly video thing.
No, leave the guy alone. He's awesome.
Is he fuck?
He's alright.
I remember the old Inside Xbox videos. They were brilliant then.
They're
that?
actually doing outside Xbox now.
Yeah, one of them is Andy Farrant, is it? Dan Mayer.
I used to love watching them every week.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they actually did quite good videos. They were actually...
Yeah. They got rid of them.
I know. That's one of the saddest moments when they said, oh yeah, you know what, we're not doing this anymore. I think, no! There's a reason I've come here. I watched this. Don't get rid of it.
Who remembers the Scottish guy that did the indie games? He had his own little short with the indie games. It didn't last
Remember when he
very
did the rock band one? Was he called Summit Spandex? He spandex or something, and for the rock band, he dressed up in a big wig and a load of leopard print spandex, and he went round to Ibiza Rocks to play rock band or something like that. That's quality.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, what's his name? Something Bongos, one of AC Bongos.
AC Bongos. AC Bongos.
Anyway, a few other things that have been added to this update. Now, people who are on the preview program might already know about these. Broadcast party chat while using the Twitch app is now available. You know, the thing that PlayStation's had for quite a while.
PC's had for longer. I mean, sorry, I brought PC up.
You can now output your party chat to headset and speakers simultaneously. Why would you want that?
Why wouldn't you?
A customizable game DVR recording length. Yeah,
I've got a big one.
Achievements added to Xbox One guide, which is, by the way, going on the preview program, where they have now put the achievements is the best idea that they've had to come up with for a long time. I like that they've actually now put it on that left menu and had its own little symbol. That's what people want. When they started this new dashboard, that's the one of the things that annoyed me was that the achievements were not shown properly, or they only shown the achievements of the game that you was playing. If you wanted to go and look at the other ones, they didn't really tell you where the hell you had to go.
Yeah.
And
it's bad news for the achievement whores.
Oh god, I don't care. And video playback directly to Xbox One activity feed as well have been added. So it's mainly been focused on party chat type of things, hasn't it? for this
Yeah.
update, which it has needed to be worked on. I haven't tried the broadcast party chat yet. I might have a go of it, see how it goes. But then again, I don't see the point of it. Like I said, I use my PC and stream through that.
Oh, do you now?
Well, yeah, that's the only way that we could have
Is it a
party chat at
PC
that
or an
time.
LC?
Is it an LC
It's a
look at the
PC.
turf?
It's a PC. Yeah, we're probably going to try that. We might try it with something like Borderlands or GTA. Just have a quick test, see how it goes. Yeah, keep an ear out for that, for a test, and see our opinions of what we think of this, if it works or if it doesn't work.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, PlayStation have also done the sort of backwards compatible games. If you did hear about that one.
Oh yeah, well they've been doing this for quite a bit.
Yeah, but I think they've basically two of them were just stealthily put onto the store, weren't they? I mean, Vita got XCOM.
Vita got XCOM. I didn't know about the XCOM coming on Vita.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Rockstar released Bully and Manhunt
Yeah, I love
on.
I love that they haven't actually named it Bully on the store for reasons. They've
What's the name? Is it Cajr and Medic?
yeah. I think it's because they can't really call it. Well, we all know it as Bully
Yeah,
because that's what when we first came out. That's what the name of the
there's
thing
quite
was.
a few. There's already some PS2 games on the.
Yeah, but these are the
PlayStation.
newest
Yeah.
ones that have come
I know.
out.
Yeah, there's some GTA's. GTA, you can play San Andreas.
Yeah, you got Jedi Starfighter on there.
Yeah, there's a few Star Wars games. There's Dark Cloud and Dark Chronicles.
Proper the Rapper 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
Papa the
but-
Rapper.
I love that game.
I'm
I've
actually
got it.
surprised though. What really does surprise me is Manhunt.
Yeah, same here actually, because it's not a
Because-
game that is.
Yeah,
The
it's not
graphics
like
are that bad now, it's not going to incite
Yeah,
any.
exactly. They'd be
Oh
like,
no!
you-
If
you-
someone
you-
can get
you're-
upset with it, they will get upset with it.
I remember when it first came out. There were big. At one point, I think it did actually get pulled from the shelves, didn't it?
I know that Manhunt 2 definitely did get pulled from the shelves.
yeah. Was there like one?
I had
where-
it and I was underage, but I don't give a fuck, mate.
Oh, you're such a.
Explain
I was
so much.
choking people out with that bin bag everywhere.
Thanks
Oh,
for
wait,
sharing
Bob.
your school
And
days,
then,
Shimmy.
and then you played the game.
Yeah. And then you get the glass and
Yeah, yeah. We can see the reasons why it's not exactly a game you'd expect to come out for PS4.
it's like
Yeah,
a typical Friday night.
I
Down
think it's more because, no offense, I don't think it wasn't actually that popular of a game, was it?
I think it got popular because of what you were doing in it.
Yeah,
and the
that's
whole
it. But
big
it
kickoff
wasn't
about it.
still a. Oh yeah, this is a game that is as pinnacle in our history of gaming.
I think it's because Rockstar seems to be well behind this at the moment on PlayStation 4. Like I said, they've already put all the GTA's out, or at least majority of the main ones. They've already now they've put Bully and Manhunt on.
Yeah.
So I think they seem to be really behind backwards compatible. All right, they're making more money off it.
Redemption.
But then again, I think
Well, that will
PlayStation
come.
or with PlayStation themselves, I still don't see the point of what their way of doing the backwards games is that you've got to actually buy the games again. That's one thing I'm going to say that Xbox has done really well is their backwards compatibility. Is that they've said, oh, you already own the game? Yeah, you can still play it. There you go. Enjoy. Have fun. Well, you got PlayStation. Oh, you owned the game? Yeah, you still got to buy it again. I'm sorry. Oh, no, it's not going to be like £10. Let's take, for example, here, Bully is $15. So
what
what's
the
that,
hell?
about
It's worth
£12?
50p and a flipping
Yeah,
dirty handshake.
But I was told about that game. The disc versions of it are meant to be really, really rare.
Yeah, but at the
Like
same
a-
time, you could. Now, this is something I would say if you've got a PC, get this game on PC. Because you can buy Bully for a lot cheaper on PC at the moment. And
Anything cheaper on
this is
PC.
another thing. What I find annoying about PlayStations is that
Oh,
with
it's a tenner.
Xbox. What? Sorry?
Billy's a tenner.
It's a tenner. It's still.
It's called Billy on here because we're mature and can listen to things
Well,
like
the
that.
actual game was called Bully.
Oh, there it is.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bully.
How long do you think it's going to take until that comes backwards compatible then on the Xbox?
Not long then. If it's they're going for PS4, But the thing is, I've just thought about why it's probably called Cajr Cane and Edit on PlayStation 4, because on the PS2 it's called Cajr Cane and Edit. Because I had it on PS2 before I had it on the 360. And, yeah, it was called Cajr Cane and Edit.
What was it called? Canis, Cane and Edit?
Yeah, it's the actual
Canis,
school.
C-A-N-I-S,
Canis.
C-A-N-E-M,
It means
Edit.
it means dog eat dog.
It's a stupid name.
No, it's supposed to be the school's
Slogan.
Slogan, yeah.
Latin sort of crap.
Yeah. Oh, like, you gotta remember, most schools, especially in England, have a Latin slogan.
Mine
I don't
didn't.
remember what mine was.
Mine
GD.
didn't, and it's now
yeah,
locked
trust
down.
you not learning GD.
What, mine?
Another language.
What, Latin? One of the dead languages?
Excuse me.
Latin is... What? No,
Oh,
no.
what?
It is a dead
Oh,
language.
it is a
because
They're
dead
dead
language.
to you, are they? They're dead to you, GD, is that what it is? They're not British, they're dead to you.
Well, I can
Especially
already see
if
how
we're in
this
Turkey.
podcast is going.
Turkey doesn't exist according to GD.
Turkey does exist! I've not
What?
long learned that most
In the
of
frozen
Tur-
in the frozen meat aisle at the
Oh, shut up!
supermarket.
I've not
Turkey
long
does.
learned that about only 5% of Turkey is actually European. The rest is Asian.
So?
Yeah, I
Which is
didn't know
which
that.
is a
I thought it
percentage
was.
he doesn't like.
No, I thought it was half and half.
But,
to be
yeah,
honest.
that's about the percentage he does like him, 5%.
Fuck off.
You know, you're walking down the island, Aston. You
Anyway,
see Turkish, you're like,
no.
When he's going down Island Asden and sees Turkey, he
Okay.
just wants, I like that 5%, that next 5%.
All right, can we let's just talk about layoffs. Let's move the topic to
We've all
something.
been sacked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, let's first start with Fifth Cell. Now, if people don't know who Fifth Cell are, they're the guys that made the Scribblenauts games. Well, by the
Never played
sound,
him.
well, you won't be for much longer. By the sounds of things, they've been
Laid off them.
well, they've laid off more people again, to a point that I think the actual company's shut down today.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it was that the
was it 45 people who laid off, but I don't know how big the team was before that.
well, the team was around about 200 people. They were actually a very small team in the first place. I'm just going to type layoffs. There you go. There you go. But what happened was that they were making Scribblenauts fighting words, which were They were contracted with Warner Brothers, and they've decided to completely cancel the game. And so, because the game got cancelled, they had to do some layoffs earlier this week. Then we found out that they've done more layoffs, and now we found out that Fifth Cell itself is now shut down.
Because they had a failed crowdfunding game as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I feel sorry because this is another company that has been shut down. Okay, most of the Scribblenauts games came out on iOS and handheld. I think there was only one game that came out on the Wii or Wii U or something like that. But I feel sorry for it because I think everyone's heard of Scribblenauts at least once.
Yeah, I own it.
Someone.
Scribblenauts
You know,
Unlimited.
I own one or two versions of it myself. I think it's a really good game, and it's showing how great a game it was, where you could put in any kind of description for it, and it somehow still figured out, yeah, this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it thinking, that is actually what I wanted.
Yeah. There'd be like one in an art studio, and you go to different paintings, and it'd be like a vampire. What does the vampire want? You want this as a picture of, Cajr. What does Cajr want?
I want
And
a
it'll do a
tiny
picture of football, stuff, and then you go to a picture of DD. What does GD want? You type in Turkey, and he says, and then you say, all right, okay. Tea cakes, yeah, tea cakes, right, and he does it, yeah. So.
No, but I did like the idea where you could type in things like, I want a tiny metallic T-Rex. And guess what you got? A tiny metallic T-Rex.
Yeah. And then you
What?
add adjectives, flyable, super fast,
Yeah.
missiles coming out of its ass, and it just goes...
But, yeah, like I said, feel sorry for Fifth Cell, feel sorry for the people who are working for them. Hopefully they will find work in other areas. I know how it's got to be quite tough at the moment, especially with a lot of companies seem to be going down that route. I think, was it just last week or the week before, we talked about Lionhead. Is it Lionhead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lionhead.
the Fable.
Yeah, Fable studio being closed down, which I think took shocked a lot of people
Yeah.
because of it was a big company that just decided, screw, it's gone. But
and earlier on this week, Sony shut down the studio. The studio that did Drive Club.
yes, Evolution Studios. They made Drive Club, and I think what they were more known for, MotorStorm, which was also another
Yeah.
Sony game. Now I understand a little bit why. I think Drive Club hasn't done well. It's done really bad to a point that it was supposed to be released when the console came out, and then nothing happened. That they had, I think it didn't come out for at least another year or something like that into the console's life cycle. And then they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to be doing a PlayStation Plus thing." I think it came out for a couple of weeks and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
So I understand why, but I do feel sorry for them because they did make great racing games. I love the MotorStorm series of games that they brought out. I think it was something quite weirdly unique because it was off-road to being off-road, where the actual track itself evolved while the race moved on, and I think not many games did that at that time. I think, if anything, MotorStorm was one of the first games that actually did that, especially the Apocalypse version of it, where everything was being destroyed around you, and you're still racing. But
Go out with a smile on your face.
yeah, well, they're not.
Drive Club's been taken from to a team at PlayStation to carry on.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah,
thing.
I think they
Drive
will
Club is
continue-
still continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still be supporting for a while because there'll still be people playing it.
Yeah,
Weirdly.
they haven't actually said who the studio. Oh, or did they? No, I don't think they've actually said who the studio is that has taken over for Drive Club yet. All we know, like you said, it is another Sony studio that has taken
PlayStation
control
one,
of it. So I think it would be one of the studios. So either I've got a feeling, if anything, it's going to be the London studio that's now taken over from it. But yeah, other games that they did WRC as well. So they're really good with the racing, especially off-road racing games.
But what off-road races did Codemasters do?
Codemasters, they did what was Colin McRae.
On McRae.
Now it's Dirt series. I think they just bring out a game. Or
Sure.
Dirt's either coming out or has come out.
Yeah, the
2.
2.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, so that's just come out. But yeah, it is horrible to hear when studios close, especially when the games that you have such fond memories for, and now you've realised that this is probably. Hopefully, we'll see less and less of this as things go along. Hopefully,
People
this
need
is
to
the last
start buying the
we've heard
games,
for a
though.
while.
People need to buy the games. People say, "Oh, Woolworths is shut. It's such a travesty." I remember, well, you didn't get enough pick and mixes, did you? God damn it, that's why they shut. People buy and support the games. They won't close.
But then again, I think it was. Well, look, with Lionhead, first of all, their main problem. What is with Cajr's camera? It's dramatic. Zoom in. But anyway.
Dun, dun.
But yeah, with Lionhead, it was the Fable series was getting. I would say it was getting worse and worse as it went along. Scribblenauts, it's a kid's game. They did all right, but I think they were doing the same thing over and over again. It was just, this time we're going to be adding DC superheroes. Yeah, but we're still doing the same thing. You've just added DC superheroes into this.
Yeah, it wasn't even an add-on, was it? It was just a whole new game, but why couldn't they just? You could literally make. People could make stuff and put it in the game, so they could have just put it as a free add-on.
And I think with Evolution, yeah, sorry, I've got Evolution, yeah. With them, it was Drive Club which caused most of the problems. I think everyone is now looking at Drive Club and thinking, yeah, that was a shitstorm. And even when the game came out, it was already ruined before it even started. And I think it was at a bad time with racing games in full, because at that time we had games like The Crew, which hasn't done that well. I swear we had a grid game come out at that time as well, the Autosport one.
That was 360 only.
Yeah, but it still didn't do that well, did it?
Well, I think it came out at the wrong time for a start.
Yeah.
Came out right at the very end of 360, and then it apparently was shit.
Yeah. But we had.
I've got that on me computer actually. Grid Autosport. It's part of a Humble Bundle.
I think the only game that actually did well during that time of racing games people didn't want was Project Cars, which a lot of people are still playing at this time.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they were just, no, this is shit. We don't want.
Well, you
this.
still the Forza. That's still always well.
Yeah, but I think that's Forza's weirdly different in a way.
I've actually been thinking about this recently because because of Trackmania Turbo Beat I played at the weekend. I miss the arcade races. I miss all these racing games come out now, and they're either open world or they're relying on being a simulated. And it's like I just want a game where like a split second or a Blur on 360 or even a Burnout, you know, something where you can just have fun with it instead of everything. Right, I've got to race, and it's like right, I've got to get my apex every time and all that shit. Just something where you can blow shit out your rivals.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
or
with
give me
most of
Destruction
games, we need
Derby.
arcade games. Yes, that's what we love. I think. Look, if PlayStation wants to do the backwards compatible stuff, guess what games we want? Bring us Destruction Derby because we would love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would pay £10 for that again. Simple enough.
I remember playing the demo of a rip-off game of Destruction Derby. Max Power, I think it were called. And I think one of the things you could do, if you landed on top of a car off a jump, you basically destroyed the car. It was like, it was quite fun.
Hocker as well was great racing games.
But that was a simulation. That was a simulator. Because you were simulated. That was the racing series. Tucker was actually a racing thing. It's like Formula 1.
Oh, God, I remember
Tucker was touring cars. It was track racing.
Did we mention Project Gotham that was on that was one of the first 360 games, wasn't it?
That was a great game. That was a great race.
Well, they ended up with that studio. Was it Bizarre or something like that? That's been shut down ages ago. Which, in other words, stop games.
I always heard good things about Project Gotham, but never got around to playing it myself.
I think that's what everyone's mindset with it was. I've heard it's a great game. I've just not played it yet.
Well, when I came to 360, it just didn't interest me. There were other games I wanted.
Yeah, same here.
And then I never went. I thought then Forza started its 2-year cycle, and it's like, oh, just get Forza. That's the latest game.
I think with
and then I got a grade and things like that.
Yeah, I think with me, racing games have never really stood out. I think there's only a couple that I've actually really enjoyed playing. Burnout series, of course, because I like the idea of, especially the crushing courses, where you had to cause as much damage as possible, or you had to take out as many cars as possible. You had to take this many cars out, and like I said, Grid. I think we loved it.
That was
just one mode that was in it, and Forza Horizon games I love. I don't like its normal series, but I like its Horizon series.
Yeah, because it's a simulator.
Yeah. I don't want a simulator.
Anything that's on a track, anything that's on an actual racing track is a simulator. It's trying to simulate being a racing driver, which there's too many of them. I mean, I've got Forza. I've got Forza 6. I've got Forza 5. What knows how many Forzas I've got?
It's a great idea.
4, 3, 2. Do I have one?
It's a great idea where you have got one on the Xbox and then you've got one on the PlayStation. That's how it's always been. It's always been
because you always had Gran Turismo
and then
versus Forza.
That's what it's been. But then we've had all these other things that's been popping up thinking, oh yeah, it's a simulator game, but it's different. No, it's not. It's a simulator game that you've now got on both systems.
But the thing is, especially on PlayStation, there's there's a void. There's still the void on the PlayStation 4, because there's been no Gran Turismo game yet.
At the moment, I think 7.
Well, that's what I mean.
development
There's
still?
been no Gran Turismo game yet.
Yet.
So games, the companies are thinking, you know what, we can fill that void.
But
we
they
can
failed over
be
and
the
over
race.
again. That's the
They've-
problem.
Yeah, but that's poor execution.
Yeah.
They make a shit game, that's their own fault. But that's the reason why you're probably getting these simulator games, because like we've got a game, let's try and fill the void that Gran Turismo should have already taken. But I mean, going back to 360, like we say, I mean, I remember 2 other games which I loved: Blur,
Yeah, which was
Which had the
very
power-ups and stuff.
underrated in my opinion.
yeah, and another one was Split Second.
I've heard of that one, but
It's
Blur
the
was the one
one-
that was.
It was basically you're racing and you can have power-ups and you can make things explode to take out those cars.
yeah.
And if you built up your power meter to a maximum, you can actually change the course. I remember playing the demo and you're at an airport, and to change the course, at one point you go across a runway, and what happens to change the course? You crash a plane and the course has to go down the runway. It completely changes. There were another one where
So
you
it was,
destroy a
it
power
was
plant.
environmental changes.
Yeah, environmental changes which altered the course and things.
But yeah. But yeah, like I said, we feel sorry for all the layoffs. That's what we was on about here.
Yeah.
Racing games, we can't wait to see. It was bad timing for Drive Club, if anything, and they didn't do that well with it. I think it was
I think
too many
too
delays.
ambitious.
And that, it was too ambitious. I think they brought it out at the wrong time as well, where we had other games that were pretty much the same.
Yeah, but I think it were a
Coming
case
out.
with them by that time. They thought, we need to get it out. We've
Yeah.
been promising it. We promised it so many months ago.
And then it
we need
came
to get
out,
it out.
and then the service didn't work, which was
But-
it was plagued with bad
I mean,
luck from the beginning.
saying that though, on backwards compatible Xbox 360, we're still waiting for Burnout Paradise.
I want that. Bring it quick now.
They-
I want
but
to
they-
play
But
Burnout
they even
Paradise.
said, who is it that makes Burnout Paradise?
It's Criterion.
Criterion. They even said before as soon as Burnout backwards compatibility was announced, they actually announced and said, we want to make Burnout Paradise backwards compatible.
Well,
And we're
I
still
can
waiting.
hope. Well, it's just going to now. By the sounds of things, it's just going to show up when it's ready. So expect
I
it here
expected that to be
anytime
its
now.
first batch. I was expecting that to be its first batch.
Anyway, before we move on to the quick update and that lot, because we are getting close to the end of the podcast, I wanted to just say something about at CTG and Crave Your Game. We have a series of games that we really, really enjoy to a point because it's interaction with the Twitch with the community, and those games are the Jackbox games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've all enjoyed the first party pack with games like Drawful and Fibbage, and with the second one we've had Quiplash, Fibbage 2, and other bits and pieces like that. Well, some good news. We are going to be getting some more Jackbox games this year,
Yay!
starting with what they've said this spring. Now, one of the games that I have enjoyed the most, just because it's shown our artistic side of things, is Drawful. I think everyone, when we say Drawful, people like it because we get to draw.
Yep.
I like colouring in.
I like colouring things. Well, coming out this spring, Drawful 2 is been announced.
Cool.
And the only thing that they've told us at the moment is that the newest feature that they have actually told us, instead of just one colour, we now have two.
Two colours.
We've got two colours. But they have actually said that they are going to be announcing more things that are going to be included in this, with something that is very in particular for trolls in-game. So I've got a feeling they are going to be adding a feature where if someone is not playing anymore, you can kick them out of the game,
That's good.
which is a nice thing to do.
Have
while
we ever needed to do that?
we have to a point, but in other games we have.
Connections normally cause a problem,
Yeah,
don't
it's
they?
connections, but it's a nice way that if they say, oh yeah, the connection's not working, we can say, okay, yeah, we'll just take you off. You can join us in the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I expect to see the audience mode also included in this, because that's what they've been adding to their games, especially with Party Pack 2. We've had
Yeah.
a couple of games include that, and I think it's worked very well for them. They've actually taken an embrace, saying this is a game that is for Twitch, type of thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, they've said that it's coming out in spring. It will be on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Mac, and Amazon Fire TV. So I think I'll probably get it on Xbox One again, like I did with the second party pack.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the only thing that they have announced. They have also announced coming this fall, Jackbox Party Pack 3. Yes. We are going to be getting another 5 games this autumn.
Awesome.
And they've already announced that Drawful 2 in any way will not be one of those 5 games. These will be 5 brand new games.
That's a good thing.
Yes. Hopefully I expect at least 3 of them, like they did with the second game, to be games that we can play on Twitch. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. No dates have been announced for either of them, but expect to see some more information in the next couple of weeks, especially with Drawful 2. As soon as that's announced, guess what we're going to be doing a stream of, people?
Drawful 1.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to do this first.
Borderlands.
We're doing Borderlands.
Yeah, that's all right then.
But yeah, we'll be definitely when Drawful 2 comes out, we will definitely be playing that game. Jackbox games, we love them to bits, and it's nice to see that they are bringing more games. And we'll see what comes out for them. I expect. Will we see Fibbage 3 at the moment? Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we haven't gone through all the questions yet of Fibbage 2.
No, I don't think so.
No. But
There's a lot on there.
Oh, there is a lot. But yeah, so that's great news. Some more Jackbox gaming stuff. And it'll be great for the CTG game night stuff as well. Yes. Anyway, is there any major news stories you guys want to discuss before we move on to the quick updates?
I was reading... Go
on.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if we've mentioned it before, but the Fallout 4 DLC is out, Automatron.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
How much is that?
$7.99.
So if you haven't got the season pass, there you go. Oh, yeah, we never actually discussed about the season pass on the PlayStation, did we?
Yes.
We did?
Bit late now.
But
no.
There was some more news that came out about that.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us, Cajr?
Basically, on the PS Store, the season pass was listed as free.
This was only UK, by the way, at that time, and I think it was
I didn't know that.
Half an hour.
Yeah, but I think the people who tried to buy it, I think they've got it. It's basically voided.
Yeah,
been voided.
They revoked them, and now a lot of people are upset because it got revoked.
People get upset about anything, though, won't they?
You can get your free stuff.
But it should. Sony should just say, look, it's our fault. It was fault on our end. You can keep it. I mean, how many people have bought it in that time period?
I think it wasn't for the fact. I think it was only if it was only a couple of people, then I think that they wouldn't have revoked it. But I think it didn't help where you had certain news outlets, gaming news outlets, saying, "Oh, go over here, go and buy this now." So a lot of people ended up actually purchasing this to a point that they said, "Look, we can't do this. We're going to lose a lot of money if we give it."
Yeah, but it's their fault. They made the error. They should really stand by.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to digital games and stuff like that, you don't actually completely own it.
You don't. You don't completely own any game.
If Steam come off, we won't get any money for our games back or anything like that. So I reckon they can void it whenever they want, really.
Yeah. Well, it's the.
But like I say, I think for an error like that, I think the company just say, you know what, those that bought it can keep it.
No.
I think some company did that not that long ago.
I know that on completely unrelated to games, but the Manchester United online store, a friend of mine said he was buying his lad a shirt there, and someone, he wanted to buy his lad the latest season shirt, and his mate rung him up and said, "You want a shirt? Go on the online store now because all." I don't know if it was the training shirts or something like the blue ones they have or something like when were all free with the letters on. There was a glitch on the system or something like that thing, and all of them were free, and people were buying them online. And they were load of them already got shipped before it got cancelled, and it's a physical copy got sent out. It's a physical shirt, so they got a load of shirts for free. Some people were getting like 50 shirts, getting all sent off. But the ones that had posted, you can't get them back.
I think there was an error with Razer that had the same thing, where I think that they had some kind of promotion code which went wrong for them that took around about 95% off products. And you could use the code over and over again. And Razer actually said, look, your first product, you're all right, we'll give you that. But the rest, we're not honouring it.
No.
Which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, definitely.
At least they've done it with one item, but a lot of people end up getting a mouse.
Right, that's the first product, the Razer Blade.
Yeah, there you go, well done.
Yeah.
99 pence.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I sort of agree that they should have given you something for it, because it was their error, but we don't know if it was Sony who said, no, we can't do this, or if it was Bethesda themselves that said it.
Sony should have just paid for the cost then. I'm sure they could have afforded it.
Yeah,
Like
but
I say, it's not our fault if they make an error.
yeah, it's not
Did
our
Sony
fault.
sell it on behalf of Bethesda, not they, or does Sony buy copies and then sell it on?
I think they said on behalf of Bethesda.
Would be Bethesda's decision then, wouldn't it? Not Sony's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
Sony,
think Bethesda
it should have been
actually put it out
Sony
on
to pay
their
for it then. It should have said, right, we sold, I don't know, 1,000 season passes, you pay for it. But that's basically what they should have done.
I think, like I said, I think it was more to the fact that a lot of people took advantage of this.
Yeah,
I
as you
think
say,
if
it was one of the things they
everyone's-
noticed.
Everyone's
would have
going to
been
do
some-
that.
Yeah, but that's the difference. I think when it comes to... Now, like I said, this was only half an hour, which can cause a lot of damage. Now,
Yeah.
I think if it was... It depends on how many people took advantage of this. Now,
Not that many people can take advantage of it in half an hour.
you'd be
You'd be
surprised if
Well,
this
think
news
about
outlets
the
that say
PS4.
it. Sorry?
You've got to remember, this was UK only.
This was
And I'm
UK
guessing it was
only, but you've got
mid-
to remember saying UK only doesn't mean that these people who had bought them were just in the UK.
They would have had to been.
And the next
No, they
question is,
don't.
what time of day was it? If I recall, it was middle of the day, wasn't it? When the majority of UK people was probably at work.
Yeah, but you got PlayStation on your phone. You can get into the store on your
Yeah,
phone.
exactly. You can get in any
On the
way.
web, on
You
your
just-
LC.
one's on Facebook.
but-
that people always
but- The thing is, what I'm going to get at is, when I'm working, I'm not allowed to look at my phone
I am, because I'm a boss man.
because the job I'm doing, if people are on the phone, no work can get done.
Well, like, hang on, don't you work for Sayers?
No.
Anyway,
Turkey slices in the oven.
like I said, they've been revoked now. So if you did get it for free, you don't get the DLC. I'm sorry.
I think Sony keep always posting all these, oh, we've made this much profit. I'm sure they could have took a hit of a...
Well, no, because then they wouldn't make the profit. They're a company. Then they don't have to get saying
But
it
I'm
for
sh-
free.
I'm
They're
sure
not
But then
going
again,
to,
if we
are
said
they?
something like that, then wouldn't the people who actually had bought the actual DLC, then they would have been the ones upset about this.
Yeah, because they bought and paid for it, and oh, yeah, people are giving it away.
Yeah,
for
they
free.
exactly.
were giving it
Yeah,
for
but
free.
it's
Why
an
don't we
error.
have to pay
It's
for
an
this?
error. It's an error.
and this is how
things
they
like this
fix the error.
happen now and then.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they
I
fixed
remember.
it so no one gets done over. The people
I-
who's getting done over are
the
the
ones
people who
that
got it
actually
for free by taking thing of a glitch.
Technically, they've not lost
We'll
anything.
we'll agree to disagree.
I never.
I
agreed
bet you
to this.
20% of people who downloaded it didn't even have fucking the game
Yeah,
anyway.
I agree. That's something I agree with. I think people just downloaded it because they knew it was for free.
Yeah, just to piss them off.
Which I'm upset because I would have done it.
I mean, I don't know if it's you, GD, thing. There was it's slightly a different situation. Someone bought a game on Xbox. It might have been someone you know, or it might have been someone I know. He said they bought a game on Xbox, and then about a day later, a couple of days later, it became free on Xbox One.
I think it was Doc. I think it was on the PlayStation, actually.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
Yes, he
Oh.
remembers.
Oh,
Well,
can't remember what it
Well, I'd
were.
like to point out that wasn't an error. That was just Doc's bad timing.
Yeah, well, you know.
You traded it in to be Steam.
No, he actually
What game
bought it
were
on
it?
the PlayStation.
I brought on the PlayStation Store.
And it came free on the PlayStation Store the next day. Or no, it
Hey.
didn't come free the next day. We had an email about what was coming on PlayStation
Right.
Plus, and that was one of the games.
We didn't know on the podcast what it was coming up.
No, because it wasn't
If it
announced.
was on the
It
podcast,
wasn't announced. It was announced the day
Yeah.
after.
Oh, what game was that? I can't remember what game. I don't know. But I wasn't happy. That was hilarious, wasn't it?
That was hilarious, yeah.
Like the
you
that
pay
time
for
you
it,
burnt
or-
your nose.
Anyway, guys, you said that you had another big story you wanted to talk about before we move on to the quick updates.
It wasn't a big story. It's just something I got off a website. Game
Continue.
website. I shared it on Facebook earlier as well. So it was from GDC.
Yeah.
And he was going through like sales and everything like that. And one of the statements he put was, while both the PS4 and the Xbox One continue to sell strong relative to previous generations, this is game sales, by the way.
Yeah.
Steam has quickly risen to command a huge portion of the total share of video games that are sold.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like it's and that's with all their sales and that.
But then again, with Steam itself, you got to remember they're the hub for indie games, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
And I think at the
You
same
got to-
time, you've
and
also got to
also-
think of sales themselves.
And also, you got to think of the size of the catalogue on Steam compared to the size of the catalogue of games on PlayStation or Xbox. It's hugely different
Oh, I know.
because you get all the indie games.
I think at the same time, I think PlayStation and Xbox are learning from how Steam are running to a point now that they're having preview programs themselves, aren't they?
And Easter sales. So
And
there's
Easter
that
sales
as
and stuff
well.
like that. Yeah. So I think the thing is, that's what I love about Steam is that they've pretty much changed how gaming is distributed nowadays.
Yeah.
And especially if it wasn't for Steam, I don't think indie games would be anywhere near as popular as they are now. I think Minecraft did a huge push of it, which wasn't a Steam game, but I think Minecraft started it while Steam pushed it along.
Yeah, like he also said, like obviously Steam started okay, it was just selling games and you could play it from there. As soon as it brought in green light in more indie games and stuff like that, and
Which
the
I still think
sales,
needs monitoring better.
it's really taken off for them and it's definitely worked.
Well, they've took the right paths, and
Yeah.
I'm happy that Steam's done that because I think I've enjoyed the indie games a lot more, especially this generation myself, than previous generations. Now I think it might be because they're easier to access.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
To a point that we're also getting them for free on, say, PlayStation and Xbox. But I think it's like Steam as well, where you're getting those sales where they are coming out and they are cheaper. And even with PlayStation PlayStation in particular, where if you have the PlayStation Plus membership, which you need to play multiplayer games, you do get a discount on quite a lot of the games already.
Yeah.
I think Xbox do that, but not on as many games as the PlayStation does.
Yeah. I think one of the best examples recently has been Stardew Valley. Like,
Yes, exactly.
if you had to
I
go
love
and
that
find that game somewhere and didn't really know about it, like it popped up and I was like, no, I read an article in it about PC Gamer, and I was like, oh, it looks alright. Then I saw it on Steam and I was like, oh, it's there, it's $10.99. Oh fuck it, I'll buy it.
I think with me, it was listening to other podcast where we're mentioning it. I'm thinking, seriously, what is this game? And I said, oh, a lot of people are actually streaming
It's sold so many copies.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, by the way, I've highly enjoyed that game. I think
I love it.
if people want to see how I'm doing with that, the first episode of it is now available on our YouTube channel, where I end up arguing with a lot of things in that game. But it is a fun game. If you like things like Harvest Moon and that lot, I do highly recommend. If you got a PC, buy that game. It is a great game and it is a really relaxing game. Lately, there's been quite a few good relaxing games that we've been introduced to, including Plantera and Tap Heroes, which I'm guessing Shimmy's playing at the moment.
I was before, but I can't get past the level 200 dragon, so
Oh dear.
it's killing me.
But yeah, so well done to whatever I was on about, and I've just realised I can't spell 4 now. Anyway,
I've got another one for you.
Go ahead.
Battleborn. It's got an open beta coming up.
Is it next month?
Yes, PlayStation 4 is getting it first. They get it on April 8th. It's an open beta. And then Windows and Xbox One get it on the 13th, and it finishes on the 18th. So,
with
there's another beta coming up.
Battleborn's
there
Bethesda,
seems to be a
isn't it?
beta every other week now.
Yeah, but that's how things work nowadays. I think we've got.
I mean, we've just had Trackmania last week.
I think we've got
There's probably
Overwatch
something
in a
this week.
couple of weeks' time as well on consoles. Well, you're saying that, but you was on about Battleborn. It's pretty much the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battleborn.
We might as well start this as the quick update. So yeah, like I said, we've got quite a few betas that are coming through, which is nice to see because I do always recommend have a go.
Does
at
Doom
these.
got a beta as well coming out?
Yeah, Doom's
soon?
beta starting.
Yeah, I got my code.
I think it's next week.
I don't know.
But I think I think Doom's is not as open. I think it's if you've got Wolfenstein, you can play it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's the only good thing I got out of that game.
sorry.
The only good thing I got out of that game.
Oh.
Doom beta code. That was a waste of fucking shitty time as well.
I think
Should
there's currently a beta on PC for the Fallout 4 survival mode.
Oh yeah, that's available on. Yeah, you said PC. So if you don't think Fallout 4
Basically,
is difficult
testing-
enough, there you go.
The test
I might have to give that a go.
Anyway, like I said, we're starting with the quick updates. Titanfall is now available on Origin Access, so that's the PC version, isn't it? Of
The deluxe version, yes, I have
yes.
it.
So if people want to play a game which a lot of us have already forgotten about, there you go.
There's not like the PC side of Origin.
Is it still strong?
No, there's fuck all shit on there. Like,
Oh, well, they've just started. That's why. Give them a chance.
no, I don't give a shite. Like, I'm not going to pay $3.99 a month to play what sort of Torchlight 2, FIFA 15, SimCity, The War of Mine. I could buy the games for that much.
Yeah, not too bad.
The Sims Spree's on there.
What's happening
No.
That's getting there. Yes.
No.
What?
24 hours again.
Wait, what are we making him
Right
do?
off.
24
I'm
hours
not
Sims
playing
3.
The Sims.
Oh, you're making him play Sims again?
No.
Yes.
There is nothing you guys can do to
Why if
engage
we do a
Sims
salty
again.
marathon? You're doing Sims.
No. No.
Yeah, we all have to play a game we hate.
What game would mine be?
Anything that requires any resemblance of skill.
Oh, put me with
Outlast.
Dark Souls. No.
Outlast.
Dark Souls.
Outlast.
I hate
Outlast.
Dark Souls. No,
Outlast.
no, that's a difference between scary and games that piss
You still hate
off.
it.
I hate it, but it's not because it pisses me off. It's because I don't like scary games. What can we make Shimmy play?
She likes all the games.
Yeah, that's a
Alright,
problem.
all kinds of games.
FIFA.
Anyway.
I don't think he's a FIFA fan.
No. Well, anyway,
I'd
sticking,
smash you on FIFA, Cajr.
sticking with
On the
EA's
PC.
access side of things, NHL 16 has now joined the library for the Xbox version of it. So that's another sports game which I don't think
See,
the
I
game's
wouldn't
been out
mind
that long.
playing that. I wouldn't mind playing that. I'd pay $3.99 a month just to try it.
Well, I think that Xbox's version has done a lot better than
That's because
the
they
PC
only got a
version.
couple of people on the on the
PC
PC version
Yeah.
because most of the games on there the PC gamers already have.
Rise of the yeah. Anyway, Rise of the Tomb Raider's last DLC pack arrives next week. So that is.
DLC already? I thought it only come out last week.
What Tomb Raider? No, yeah, it came out last week on PC and it sucked
Did it suck?
because it
Because
doesn't work.
it was run through Microsoft.
It's run through its Windows 10 store that nobody wants.
Not even been on there.
Not even Epic wants it.
No.
We already
A lot of
mentioned
hate
this.
coming from you to this stream, GD.
The hate.
Hate, a lot of hate.
It's this little thing here. Punisher, man.
It's gonna punish us all.
We already mentioned this earlier. Telltale's launching The Walking Dead Season 3 later this year. I think it was more of an expecting time. I think we was expecting a third season of it. I think it was either going to be at the beginning of next year or at the end of this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think anything substantial's been put forward. You're just saying there should be one around that time.
Other games that have also been mentioned with Telltale, Batman game is starting this summer.
Oh yeah.
All they've shown us is the script. Because they can't show anything else of it because they usually release it straight away. And like we said, Minecraft is also going to be getting a few more episodes. And Michonne, Walking Dead Michonne episode 2 comes out on Tuesday. So that's the second part of that. That's coming out quick. That's what I'm liking about Telltale. They are starting to bring out their episodes quicker.
Yeah, but then we had the chat was Tales of the Borderlands. I think we were about 3 months between 2 episodes, didn't we?
He's not calling the game shite. He's just calling the time between them shite.
It's your time to play other stuff.
Yeah, but the problem is with games like Telltale is you need to remember your choices. And after 3 months, you do not know what fucking choices you made. Unless it's the big ones.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I ended up
You'd
playing
write 'em
Walking
down.
Dead Season 2 again.
That's why I don't. That's why I've not.
gone on.
That's why I've not played Minecraft Story Mode. I played part of the first episode. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to remember half these choices when it comes to later down the line. So I wait for them all to come out and I've downloaded them all and finish them.
Payday 2 celebrates SteamOS launch with free play campaign.
There's no campaign.
Yeah, no, there's a free play campaign.
But there is no campaign.
As in campaign, as in you can play for free for a little while, not as in this is a new campaign.
Yeah.
Like a campaign, yeah, like
Okay.
not as in a campaign story, yeah.
Yakuza 0 heads west early next year on PS4. I haven't played any of the other ones. PlayStation VR. Now the pre-orders have been launched and they're already sold out.
How many did how many made though?
I'm guessing quite a lot, but I think it would have been sold out quite quickly either way because I expect it to be a highly popular one. Don't you? Quantum Break on Xbox One is 720p.
Why?
What the hell?
I don't know.
Can't they stretch it any further?
No offense, but I'm not looking forward to Quantum Break anyway.
It looks kind of fancy.
It looks alright, but it's not a game that I'm going to rush out and get.
How many frames per second?
I don't give a damn about the frames per second. Don't start that here. We are not allowed that here.
God, build a wall.
I will build a wall.
I'll build a great fence.
Like having buffering.
Zombie survival platformer Deadlight is going to be coming to PS4 and Xbox One. So, zombies!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that.
Assassin's Creed was one of the other games that have joined backwards compatible list.
Oh.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
I knew there were another game.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Apple announced some new products that no one really likes the idea of. The iPhone SE, which is pretty much an iPhone 6 in an iPhone case.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't see the point. A 32-foot Pokemon card sets a new world record.
You made out of the smaller Pokemon cards, didn't
Yeah.
it? It's a Pikachu.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I
actually.
love it. Awesome. I said Doom 6 multiplayer modes revealed in a trailer. So you got loads of stuff there. Witcher 3 took top honours as yet another award show in the South by Southwest Game Awards. I've got a feeling Witcher 3 is a really good game then. I didn't really give it a chance.
I couldn't get into the Witcher series, to be honest.
I haven't played it yet. I'll get it eventually.
Sonic Boom Fire and Ice debuts this September after a year-long delay.
Unfortunately, it'll probably be shit. Okay,
yeah,
move
of
on.
course it will be.
We'll
Is
give
that
that
a
one to Billy.
Sonic and Game of Thrones merge, Fire and Ice?
No.
It's just there on the
Oh,
throne.
that would be great. What
See
happened?
how
Well,
it take-
Sonic was killed in the first episode.
Yeah. And this is Sonic. Oh.
Then Tails had a bit of a got too friendly with Knuckles.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but he enjoyed it.
The prostitute.
Yeah.
Firewatch sells 500,000 copies and ships 1,000 sets of photos
Its first month.
in its first month. Firewatch is a good game.
I
think
still
it's
really
just
need
a
to play
really
that.
disappointing ending.
It's good.
Well,
it is
I'm
a
going to
good
play it
game.
now. Cheers for that.
No, it's still a good game. What I think is
It is.
because I followed the path. It's one of those games that does reward you for not following the path
How
that is
does
set
it?
in front of you. Because
Why did you follow the path then?
I don't know, because that's what I did. I think I just wanted to play it through, and I've been told by other people, have you just found this and you found that? I'm thinking, no, I didn't know there was there. I've been told that there's a turtle in that game.
Yeah, I missed that, but
I've been told that you can find a deer as well, which with a tracker on it. And there's certain things in the game that you find if you do not follow the path that explains certain things in the actual story a lot better.
I don't
Well,
want
I
to ruin
wanted
it for
to know,
Doc, so
but
I'm
you're
not. I'm not going
Yeah,
to.
we're not going to go into it, yeah.
Because I'm not going to. There's one really big thing I hate about that game.
But we're not going to ruin it. So no more. Are you guys got anything else you want to add onto this?
There is something you didn't mention, which you texted me saying you were going to mention.
What was that?
Resident Evil.
Oh yes. Yesterday. This is the reason why I did Resident Evil Revelations 2 again. Resident Evil has turned 20 years old yesterday on the 22nd of March, which it's a game that started the survival horror genre that we know today, if anything.
And then it left it for the.
And then it
more-
left it. But I think I'm surprised that there wasn't that much more mentioned about it, if anything.
I've not,
Well,
heard,
I think it's
I've not even heard anything about it. All
Yeah,
the
I didn't hear anything
heard
about
was
it.
I saw bits of it
10
like
years
on Facebook and things like that.
Yeah, I saw
But
your
think-
gaming bit. from
Yeah, I
Gaming
thought.
Plus,
No offense, I think it needs a bit more fanfare than that. It's
Yeah, but the
Resident
problem- the-
bloody evil.
The problem is then you got
I
to
know.
think of it. That time period, a lot of great games came out. You're gonna have to start. You're gonna if you do it for one, then someone else do it for this.
Yeah,
and
but-
I mean,
but
we've already
this
got
is
we've already got
different.
Pokemon.
Well, you gotta think this is a bit different here. You gotta think, yeah,
Yeah,
Pokemon
but-
is one thing because it was a great series which started that revolution. I think what people thought was going to just be a hype, turns out it wasn't a hype. It is something that is still popular to this day. I think a lot of people still love Pokemon, and I think at least three or four of us who are in this podcast at the moment do still love Pokemon to this day.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to Sun and Moon when it comes out. I'm definitely going to get that when it comes out. Which one are you guys getting?
One you're not.
I'm getting Sun. Oh yeah, this shows how much. This is what Doc got for his birthday as well.
That's
The
the
lollipop
original.
badge.
Yeah, the original
That's the
badges,
Cantor is. Yeah.
Oh, are you?
But
Show?
But yeah, like I said, Pokemon definitely deserves the fanfare because it's such a great series. Resident Evil deserves the fanfare as well, in my opinion, because it pretty much defined a genre of gaming.
Yeah,
John, it's John.
I get that, but there's just so many games that could.
But I think that's what
Over the next
upsets me
couple of years, the
most.
PlayStation 1 era, so many great games came out of it. I mean, I don't know when Crash Bandicoot turns 20. There's Silent Hill
We
when
will
that
not
turns
go
20.
down that path again.
There's Silent Hill when that turns 20. There's Final Fantasy 7, then there's Final Fantasy 8,
But
then
then
there's
again,
Final
these
Fantasy
games-
9.
Everyone has a 20th birthday, so why can't every game?
Yeah, but the
Everyone on
thing
the
is,
planet
once
has
it
We're
a
going to
releases-
stop at 19.
Yeah, the thing is, I think with these certain games that you're mentioning, they do deserve to be mentioned, saying a bit more than Resident Evil didn't get that much mention.
But
About
I
it. And I
think
don't
there-
understand why it didn't.
They've still got games
think-
coming out in this year, then in this day
Exactly.
and age, then they should
Yeah.
get mentioned.
Well, the thing is, like I
But
said, the
I think-
latest game that we know that there's going to be a couple of games Resident Evil are going to be releasing this year, and we know that Resident Evil 6, okay, it wasn't the best. I think a lot of people call it it's not the worst. The worst was that Operation Raccoon City. Well,
But
that's
every
going to be
Resident
coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One next. I think it's this Friday, or is it this week? It's sometime this week. It's going to be coming out. But
Yeah, but they're
they
just
still do
yeah,
make some
but
great games.
Yeah, but the problem is it's been so long since we have had a great game.
Revelations 2 was a great game.
Okay,
And that
which was
the
the
latest, greatest game that came out.
What was the great game before that? Last great game.
Probably 4.
See, I like
And
5.
I
Yeah,
played 5
5
just
was
before.
alright, actually, yeah.
It was fine, but it got to a point when I played 5, it was like, oh, this isn't evil anymore, really.
But then again, they
Zombies,
are
it
still
was just
making
crazy-
great games.
crazy
That's the thing.
Africans.
The thing is, a lot of companies have done terrible ideas for games. For example, look at Square Enix with the Final Fantasy series. No one liked 13.
Yeah, it was too linear. That's all.
Yeah, but they have bad times with games, and I think Resident Evil is not immune to that. I think it's
Yeah.
because they've tried to evolve it and they took it down the wrong path. All they can do is evolve it in the right way, and they have done that with things like
But
Revelations
I
2.
think the reason why there's been no big fanfare about it is there's no main game in must have no game in production, no Final Fantasy 7. The Final Fantasy.
Give us
Resident,
fanfare!
Resident Evil 7. So there's no like Pokemon when they did it. They had all these announcements to make, like the Pokemon Go. Then you had Sun and Moon. They had something built
That was
around the 20th anniversary.
No offense.
That's
but
why
that
it got
was the dickest of
They
directs
built
ever.
they made the 20th anniversary and made it into an event themselves. It wasn't the community as a whole. It was them themselves.
Yeah, but like for me, when I saw the thing saying it was Resident Evil's 20th birthday, it wasn't so much, oh, this game. It was the memories of playing that game.
Exactly.
Like, I remember the first time I played Resident Evil. You know, I remember playing each game and thinking, I love this kind of game, and it kind
Yeah,
of, that's
but
kind of what spawned
it's-
zombies for me.
Yeah, it's
Was playing
Yeah,
Resident
yeah,
Evil games.
I agree. But my point is, if with Pokemon, if Nintendo didn't make such a big deal out of it and make the whole 20th anniversary this big event for showcasing the new game, well, and they've got Go, and they made the event. They said, oh, now you can get the original games on the Nintendo store. That was all part of the 20th anniversary.
Have you seen that leaked Pokemon Go footage, by the way, where he's catching
Yeah.
the Bulbasaur or
Yeah.
Ivysaur is?
I think you get to pick what kind of Pokeball you want to try and catch it with.
Yeah,
or
because
something.
like obviously in Pokeball, Great Ball,
Any-
Master Ball.
Anyway,
But-
we're not talking about Pokemon.
But yeah, but my point is, if it wasn't for Nintendo doing that,
Yeah, I think
that
it was Nintendo causing the
Pokemon's 20th anniversary just gone by. It's like, oh, it's 20 years old today. There's a few images of the original game, and it's gone.
But then again, like I said, I think what bugged me the most, I think I look around at about 5 or 6 different news outlets for gaming to try and get as much of the news as possible, to keep up to date as possible. I think only 1 out of those 5 or 6 actually mentioned the Resident Evil's 20th anniversary.
Because there was no... The
But-
company itself
but-
wasn't putting a big emphasis on it.
But that's the thing. It kind of upsets me that they did that. Now, I don't know if this is just how Capcom runs things nowadays, but the thing is, these are the type of things that you've got to celebrate. And
Yeah.
Either way, if people did not know that, Resident Evil is now 20 years old. If you haven't played the original Resident Evil, get it. Probably don't.
I just thought
Just
another
skip
game's
that
gonna
and
pass by.
go to 0. Or play
I just
Resident
thought-
Evil Revelations 2, which I played.
Or
I think
go on Steam where they're celebrating the anniversary by doing 83% off selected titles, up
Yeah.
to 83%.
Yeah, so go over there. Go enjoy Resident Evil, because if it wasn't for that, we probably wouldn't have games like Silent Hill and that lot that we do nowadays. So
I wonder if we'll get a 20th anniversary thing for Metal Gear Solid.
Oh no!
Or 20th anniversary for Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
That'd be
they'll do a 20th anniversary for Metal Gear Solid, but they'll bring out one of those pachinko machines.
Yeah, Kojima's not going to be invited to that party, is he?
Oh no!
Apparently, he's back in... Looks like he's into game development again.
He never
think he's
left it, mate.
No, I think he's actually doing... From sounds of it, he's either doing his world tour again, or he's involved in a game, because he's been a photo of him. I think it's got somebody who's doing like motion, no little balls on him to
Yeah.
for thing. It's someone wearing that background.
Was it Norman Reedus? from Walking Dead?
Don't know. I also
Because
saw it
he
today as well.
had a meeting with him. So could we see him PT again?
I've got a feeling we are going to see
Or
something
a
like
version
PT.
of it?
Yeah.
Because that's
I
who
think-
he was working with before.
But by the sounds of things, how things have been moving along with it, where he's been with talking to Del Toro and he's been talking to Norman whatever. I can't Regis, whatever. And they're also working with PlayStation's back in this first project. I've got a feeling we're going to be getting something like PT. It just makes perfect sense for them to do something like this. Or some kind of Silent Hill type game, which isn't actually Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Quiet Hill.
Yeah, one more quick news story before we move on to the UK game charts. Pokemon's main game has now passed 200 million units sold. So this is just the...
That's a picture of Cajr if you can see it. No, you can't see it.
No. The camera's behind
basically-
anyway, mate.
Oh, well. But yeah,
Oh,
the Kojima picture, the guy who's got the thing on has got his back to Kojima, so...
We can't see that.
But yeah,
Anyway.
so yeah, Pokemon 200 million on its main game. That's not including like Snap and that lot. So that is a huge accomplishment, and I think that number's just going to rise even higher when Sun and Moon comes out, depending what is included in this. There's been so many bloody rumours for it now; it's getting ridiculous. Anyway, UK game charts. Ubisoft takes a second week at number 1 with Tom Clancy's The Division. Right behind Ubisoft, there are two very different kinds of fighting games debuting strongly this week. Entering the ring and debuting at number 2 is EA Sports UFC 2 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This is the second in the series since acquisition from THQ, and this version outsells EA's first by nearly 53% when comparing launch week sales units. Well, the first one came out in 2014 for the same two formats. Also, new and debuting at number 3 is another fighting game. Nintendo and Bandai Namco's Pokken Tournament for the Wii U. I think this is the highest a Wii U game's gotten for a long while.
Mario Maker went high, didn't it?
Yeah, it did actually quite well. The first Pokemon spin-off title to launch for the Wii U. Activision's Black Ops 3 drops one place to number 4, and Ubisoft's Far Cry Primal slips from number 2 to number 5. There are pre-Easter sales occurring right now, which explains the movement of various titles, such as Bethesda's Fallout 4 up 14 places to number 13, and various re-entries such as Little Orbit's Kung Fu Panda Legendary Legends at number 33, and Konami's Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 at 34. So that is number 5, Far Cry Primal. Number 4 is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 3 is Pokken Tournament. Number 2 is EA Sports UFC 2, and still at number 1 is Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yeah.
So I've got a feeling Division's going to be there for a while yet.
Yeah, it's still selling well.
Before we do the new releases, have you guys got any game nights planned? Any streams planned? Let's start with Shimmy.
Let's see. No, Easter weekend's family time.
Yeah,
So
see, this is the problem. I like to point out it is Easter this weekend, so
Yeah,
we
Easter
might not be
weekend,
streaming
so-
that much this weekend.
yeah, I don't think. Do we want to do something on Sunday night again, or
If we are doing something on Sunday night, I've got a feeling we won't be doing tabletop. I think we'll be doing one of the Jackbox games because I think it's fun, but it's easier for us to do in a way where we can easily set it up. With the tabletop games, we have got to set things up beforehand, haven't we? And then
Yeah.
we've got to find something. And then it depends on how many people are there. So if we are doing anything on Sunday, it'll probably be a Jackbox party game. We don't know which one yet, so all I can advise with that one, keep an eye on at Crave on Twitter at Crave Your Game for any information about that. Anything else you got planned, Shimmy? Or
not really? I'll just try and join there. I'm just gonna flip about. Really, I'm not going to focus. I've got other stuff to do, so gaming's quite low on my list at the moment. Easter.
Well, like I said, it's Easter, so unfortunately, yeah. So, but anyway, if Shimmy is doing a quick stream, you can find him at twitch.tv/RedShimmy, and you can also follow him on Twitter at RedShimmy. What about you, Doc? Any Easter treats? Or
Yeah, there will be. I'm starting. I'm going to be playing a game all the way through, streaming it.
which game?
Day of the Tentacle remastered.
Oh, right, yeah.
I played this back in the 90s, and it blew my mind, that game. And it came on Steam yesterday, and I brought it. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play it first time on the stream, and I'm going to do the whole thing, and then stick it on YouTube.
When are we expected to start seeing this?
I'll be starting it on Friday.
So that'd be Friday the 25th. So that's
Yes.
Good Friday, actually.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
So you can find Doc by going to twitch.tv/DocRobin87. Same with his
Yes.
Twitter handle at DocRobin87. A great place to find out when he's starting the stream. With any of them, follow us on Twitter, because that's when you usually get notified when we are starting the stream. With me, it's usually Crave Your Game anyway. For some weird reason, I just haven't set it up properly with my Twitter. Cajr, what about you, mate? Any streams planned?
Nope, nothing planned. I might at some point continue my Heavy Rain. I think we've got some things planned in next few days and week.
We've got a couple of things planned ourselves, yeah.
Got Halo you want to do, possibly Friday morning.
We might, we might be doing one of the missions on Friday. Depends on how long it takes us. We might do one, we might do two, depending on how much time we've got.
We've got WWE next week
yes,
with
because
WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania. Yeah, so I expect to see that on. Usually it's the Thursday, isn't it? When we do that one.
Yeah.
Also on Thursday, if you're listening to this on Twitch at the moment, I think Thursday we might be doing some GTA because they've got a sumo mode that we might be playing. So we'll see how that goes. Anything else you doing on your own, Cajr?
Might do my Heavy Rain like I said, but
anyway, you can find Cajr at twitch.tv/CAJR87, and same with his Twitter handle at CAJR87. He's the only one I've got to actually word it letter by letter, because it's the only one that people probably won't be able to spell it properly if I say it.
I can't help it. It's personal to me, my game attack.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know. But then again, I do the same with mine, thinking of it. And thinking of it. Anyway, yes, for me, I will probably be doing some Stardew Valley one day this week, continuing with that. Like I said, we've got Halo on Friday. We've got our WWE WrestleMania predictions happening on a week on Thursday. We've got we might be doing some more Division.
Sorry.
We might be also we'll be doing some GTA soon. Same with Jackbox Party Pack. We don't know if we're doing this. All I can advise is keep an eye on at Crave Your Game for whenever something's happening. But you can always follow me at twitch.tv/GDW2007. My Twitter handle is the same, at GDW2007. Follow Crave Your Game on Twitter at Crave Your Game. Follow the podcast at twitch.tv/CTG Podcast. This also goes live on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Crave Your Games with an S. For the audio version of the podcast and the update, which will not be on Monday, this Monday, it'll be on Tuesday because it'll be in a bank holiday. You can find those at craveyourgame.wordpress.com, and if you're 18 and over and you are looking for a friendly gaming community, you can always join cravethegame.net. That's where all four of us come from. So I think that's that bit done. Let's do the game releases of the week. What the hell did I click on?
Why do we do the game releases now?
Because we always do
I've just done the big ending of it now, so this is when it should end, really. Should do the game releases before we say bye.
This is how we always do it.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with Shimmy. I think you've done it wrong way around.
You know what? We'll change the format next week, and one of you guys can do the list.
No, we tried that for.
Yeah.
That's
Remember, this is quite impressive that I remembered to do this. Anyway, what day are we on? We're on the 23rd, aren't we? So, first of all, yesterday, Tuesday the 22nd of March, Day of the Tentacles Remastered came out on the PS4 and PC digital only. And like I said, if you want to view what that game is like, Doc is going to be doing a stream of it one day this week. Friday, sorry.
Okay.
You mentioned it 30 seconds ago.
This is why you can't do this.
On Wednesday the 23rd of March, which is today, Alienation came out on the PS4 digital only. On Thursday the 24th of March, Hyrule Warriors Legends comes out on the 3DS, and Pause comes out on the PC digital only. What the hell is Pause?
Is that dog thing that was on the Nintendo?
Nintendogs.
Pause. A Shelter 2 game.
I have no idea. You look for it, and then
I've got it on Steam.
You got it on Steam. It
I
comes
haven't
out
got it on
Thursday.
Steam. Oh my god, that looks freaky as fuck. It's coming out. When's it coming out? 24th.
24th. That's Thursday.
How this looks trippy as fuck. Pause is a standalone single-player adventure platform set in a world of Shelter 2, with loss of friendship as its central themes. That's deep.
Damn.
Anyway, on Friday the 25th of March, we've got Truckmania Turbo coming out on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. There you go, Cajr. There's your arcade game for you.
Really enjoyed that beta. Annoying.
It's annoying. Republic comes out on the PS4. Alekine's Gun comes out on the Xbox One and PS4, and Tropico 5 Penultimate Edition comes out on the Xbox One. And then on Monday the 28th of March, which is Easter Monday, Adrift, with a 1 in the middle of it for some weird reason, comes out on the PC digital only. And then, like I said, the second episode of The Walking Dead Michonne comes out on pretty much everything on Tuesday the 29th of March, digital only. So there we are, guys. That is your game list. Anything that pops out for you? I'm guessing Cajr, yours is Truckmania Turbo.
Yeah, really good, really enjoyable, but really annoying.
Yeah, I would say that actually jumps out for me as well. Doc, yours... I'm guessing it's now Day of the Tentacle. I thought it was going to be Pause. No, okay.
No, I'm trying to look what the game is based on, which is called Shelter. And
That's the one with that's the one with the badger in it.
Yeah. It looks a bit trippy. Like
Pause is the one. Is it the same, but it's like a fox or some shit?
Yeah, it's a dog.
Shimmy, what about you, mate? Have you got any game that really jumps out for you this week?
No, I don't really. Do you know what? The only game I've actually been hyped up and wanted to get was Fallout 4. When I was a young lad, when I first got me like 360 and my PlayStation 2 and stuff, I used to think every game release, you talk to your buddies in school and you'd be like, oh yeah, this game's coming out, everyone's got to get it, and you just have to rush out and get it. Well, I don't really have the same.
Well, you've got you've got DLC, mate. That's something. And have you got it on PC?
What?
Fallout 4.
Yeah, but I'm not asked about. I don't want to play the DLC. I just lost interest in.
You've got the survival mode as well, so we can see how that goes for you. You remember we got that beta coming, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it for the podcast this week. Thank you for joining us. Happy Easter to everybody as well. Happy Egg Day. We will be back next week for the same usual, talking about games and stuff, and whatever Shimmy has in his mind on that day, whatever it is.
We will find out.
I don't really want to find out. But until then, thank you and goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Breaking records this week as well. It has made $330 million globally in its launch week, being the best new IP. Would you count it as a new IP? Because it is Tom Clancy.
It is a new IP.
It's a new title.
But then again, is it the title that's... no, it's not. It's the game
It's like
that's selling.
that's saying it's the same as Splinter Cell, isn't it, really? It's not. It's just a new IP.
But anyway, it's now the new...